Hi. Anniversary day 2 coming at you. So where we last left off was a very special hug that you gave me before our first date. Thank you. So we'll go straight into the big first date. So, um, we went to the fair, obviously. Um, I remember all the way down there, we were just talking about what's going to happen if someone from work is there and sees us because we didn't know the rules or anything like that. And we didn't want to get caught. Um, so we were just like planning out what we would do if someone walked by, and none of it really was a good idea. But I think at one point we are just like, we'll just like walk away from each other. Sure. But anyway, so we get there, we get out of the car, and literally within like 7 minutes, we're not even inside the fair yet, and we walked by a manager that was working at Fort Dodge at the time. So like, I think we just like looked down, and like she was walking towards us, and we just walked by and looking down because like that works. But so that's the first big oh no for our date. Um, and then yeah, we just went in. We grabbed some brews, and we just walked around for a long time, talking and looking at animals and all kinds of stuff. And we got food, and um, yeah, we just really walked around for a long time. And um, you held my hand, and I was kind of happy. And we argued about whether to go see Hairball or uh, the country concert. Uh, Obviously, we went and saw the country concert because you win. But I remember we went to the pavilion thing, and um, I was grabbing us beers, and I think you went to the bathroom and then got us a seat. And I went over, and concert started, and obviously you were having a blast. Um, Actually, you can't. I think I asked you, and you were like, I don't really know any of his songs. I'm really only here for one song. I was like, really? Because Hairball plays all the best hair metal everywhere. But anyway, um, you were just waiting for that one song, and I remember. I can't remember what song it was, but I feel like it wasn't their song. It was like it was a song he wrote for someone else or something, and let another band have it or something. Um, but they were singing that song, and it was a slow song, and I remember you like wrapped your arms around me, and you were like swaying with me, and that was the moment. That was remember the last video when I said it wasn't the L word yet, but it was kind of there. Yeah, that was. I was like, yep, I'm in love with her. Yep, nothing I can do about it. Yeah, I I knew right there you had me. Um, so yeah, it was a few hours into our first date when I knew I was in love with you. But but yeah, it was like butterflies in my stomach moment and everything. It was super special, and I was just like, it's kind of weird. Like I, it was like I zoned everything out, and like I didn't hear music or anything or people around me. It was just like you and me, and it was just perfect. But after that, we left the concert, and we're still holding hands because we're cute. And it was getting late at that point. Um, so we started headed towards the exit, and you wanted to get cookies and pizza, but they were out of cookies. So we got pizza, and it was the worst pizza we've ever had in our life. It tasted like you were eating a rock. And I remember we went to the empty where they had the Hairball concert. We just sat in the bleacher rows, and you were like sprawled out and laying against me, and we were just people watching, making up insane stories about the people that would walk by. um, oh man, some of those were amazing. I wish we should have like recorded that on our phones or something, because some of those were just terrific. The the lady with the cane, she broke her hip because her husband was mean to her at home. But but yeah, it was we just sat there for a long time. Like there's barely any people there. It felt like after a while, because we were just sitting there talking and people watching. I remember I threw my brick pizza and I hit one of the bleachers, and it sounded like I literally threw a rock, which we found hilarious. But yeah, after that we walked all the way back to the car, drove home, um, drove to my house because that's where your car was, and um, you came inside with me, and we laid on the couch together, just talking more. And okay, like I wanted to kiss you many times. Like I just was waiting for my moment, and like I don't know, it was I was super nervous. My heart was beating like a million miles per hour, and I just I don't know. That was like the most nervous I've ever been. I think I think my heart was about to explode on my chest. But we were talking, and like I think I rolled on my side or something, and um, I finally got the nerve, and I laid one on you. Um, but yeah, I kissed you, and it was the first kiss, and then you rolled over on top of me and kneed me in my misters. Thanks a lot for that. So we had a big laugh about that as I was rolling on the couch in agony, and then you were on the floor and you called me a p word because it took me so long to kiss you. Thanks a lot again. First you knee me, and then you call me so rude. Yeah, we had a good laugh about that. We talked a little bit more, and then I walked you out to the car and give you another kiss and give you a hug and sent you on your way home. And then after that, yeah, we were pretty much always together because we worked together. If you weren't coming to my house after work, I was going to yours, and we were just inseparable. The few nights that we didn't see each other, we were on the phone with each other. Um, it was awesome. It was just couldn't get enough of you. Still can't, whether you believe it or not. But yeah, one of the big things I remember, um, it was probably a month or two after that. Um, I think it was like towards the end of November or beginning of December. But I remember you called me, and I was getting. We were pre-gaming. We were gonna go out to the bars. Me and the guys were over at Garrett's, and you called me, and you were upset for some reason, and I I was worried. Um, and then you were like, this isn't going to work. You're never going to want to be with me if I tell you this. And I was like, okay, what the hell's going on here? And you just told me about some of your beliefs, and I was just kind of surprised that you thought I would leave you over it because, like, at that point, you were stuck with me. Like, the only way you're getting rid of me is if you were walking out on me. I was never going to walk out on you. And I just kind of told you, I was like, you, you, it was totally fine. Like, I just told you, why are you so worried about this? And, well, it's been a problem with all my other boyfriends, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, well, I'm not like your other boyfriends. But you were upset, and you thought that you kept asking me, and I was just trying to reassure you, trying to get you to come over to talk to me. But you said you were too upset and you were already close to home, so you went home. And I just remember texting you and telling you, like, everything was going to be okay and that there's nothing that you could do or say to get rid of me. And yeah, it was just another one of those moments where I was like, I was trying to make you see, like, it's going to take a whole lot more to get rid of me. But yeah, it was really awesome. It was just 24/7 being with you. Didn't have another care in the world. Um, yeah. It was just, couldn't get enough of you. That's all I could say. But going back to soon after that first date, I introduced you to the kiddo, Solomon, and I remember there were two, like, non-negotiables that I had with you. And one, I told you on one of our, I think it was the first time you ever came out and saw my friends and everything and met all of them. And I told you then, I was like, so my friends are a lot, we party a lot, but it's super important that you at least made an effort to hang out with them, because all of my friends, I mean, I'd known them for some of them since elementary school, and they're always going to be a part of my life, and they're more like family than friends. And you were totally fine with it. And when we went to the party, and you were awesome. Everyone loved you, and you were like the life of the party, and it was awesome. It made me so happy because you just fit right in like a glove. It was awesome. And yeah, like, literally, like, it was kind of like, I was kind of upset. Like, everyone liked you more than me, it almost seemed like. But but the other ultimatum was first time you met Sawyer. I didn't talk to you about this one because I feel like it's kind of just a given. But we went to breakfast, and um, you took right to him. Like, he loved you. He talked to you. He played with you. Sat on your lap on the couch like you had been there for years. It was perfect. And that was the first time when I was like, I'm gonna marry her. I am definitely going to marry her. And the next day I was out looking for rings. He didn't know that, but I was. So, to the outsiders, it sounds like, oh my gosh, he didn't know what he was doing. He is just diving into everything. And it was quick, but I think a lot of people don't realize, like, we worked together. We were always together. I mean, it was literally, we were together 24/7. It wasn't like It wasn't like regular relationships where you go to work and you don't see that person. Maybe you go a few days without seeing them. It was like I saw you every day, regardless of whether we hung out outside of work or not. I still saw you every single day, and I knew that I I never got tired of you, and that's when I was like, why waste my time? Why waste more of my life without you? And just get it done now, because there's no point in wasting more time. There's just no point. So I was already looking, but yeah, it was one of those rare things. I didn't really believe in like love at first sight, and like there's that one perfect person, but you proved me wrong on that one. I I mean, you caught my eye as soon as I walked in the store that first day, and it didn't take more than a couple months for me to know that I loved you, and it didn't take more than a couple months after that to well, not even a couple months. It didn't take more than a few weeks for me to figure out that I was going to marry you. So anyway, song time. You can probably guess what this one's going to be since I talked about our first date. It'll be the only country song that I sing to you because country's not good. But it is Where It's At by Dustin Lynch. Obviously. That was the song you were waiting for at the concert. And here we go. All right. So I messed that up. My bad. Cut back. Go forward. Anyway, Dustin Lynch, Where It's At. It ain't in a high rise looking for a good time, shutting down the city lights. It ain't in the water floating like a bobber, soaking up that hot sunshine. As good as it gets, no, that ain't where it is. It's at 2 a.m. when she's reaching over, faded t-shirt hanging off her shoulder, dressed up with her hair down and a ball cap, yep. As long as I get that sweet little something late night kiss on a plane or a train or way back in the sticks, I swear she's there, that's where, yep, that's where it's at. It ain't in a souped up shiny red new truck if she ain't to my right. It ain't in a dive bar tall can of PBR, popping tops, rocking all night. As good as it gets, no, that ain't where it is. It's at 2 a.m. when she's reaching over, faded t-shirt hanging off her shoulder, dressed up with her hair down and a ball cap, yep. As long as I get that sweet little something late night kiss on a plane or a train or way back in the sticks, I swear she's there, that's where, yep, that's where it's at. No, it don't matter wherever we're at. No, it don't get no better than that. It ain't in a souped up shiny red new truck if she ain't to my right. It's at 2 a.m. when she's reaching over, faded t-shirt hanging off her shoulder, dressed up with her hair down and a ball cap, yep. As long as I get that sweet little something late night kiss on a plane or a train away back in the sticks. I swear she's there, that's where, yep, that's where it's at. Yeah, that's where it's at. Yep, that's where it's 2 a.m. when she's reaching over. Faded t-shirt hanging off her shoulder. So, happy anniversary day 2. To all you folks out there who don't remember, that was also the song that we walked into our after our wedding, when we walked into the big dance floor. That was the song we walked into, because had to give her that one. That was kind of our first concert song. So yeah, happy anniversary, day 2, day 3 coming up. Love you.